Okay, sorry for the interruption. So we're back with the GoPro, and I'll just try my best not to make anything stop again. Okay, so we're going to take out the SSD. The screw for the Wi-Fi connector. Left side fan connector. Yeah, we're not going to mess around. We're going to even take the heatsink off straight away. So all 4 screws for the heatsink. Yeah. I guess there's no other way to do this, but I'm going to have to just get in there with my hands. Before I do that though, I'm going to take as many screws as I can out of this thing, even the battery screws. So let's disconnect the battery screws. There's only 5 of them on a Macbook Air 11-inch. The same for a 13-inch as well. 2. And what you'll probably see is an infestation of cockroaches underneath the battery also. It's funny, this customer dropped off this computer late yesterday afternoon. I said I wasn't starting on it straight away, and I get messages from her at 5 o'clock in the morning, but I don't answer any customer until 9 o'clock. So if you don't get an answer from me and it's outside of business hours, then that's why. Okay, so we'll close this. Then we'll get a wipe. Okay, so we're going to take the hard drive out first. I'm going to step back. I don't want to breathe this stuff in. Actually, let's unclip the battery. That is gross. Okay, battery is unclipped. get our bag. And this is for the battery. So all this stuff is going to be taken outside and cleaned outside. I can confirm that there's no more living bugs in here. I can't see any anyway. So I'm just cleaning my gloves with a Dettol wipe. Because I don't want to touch anything in my office and get this rubbish anywhere that it shouldn't be. Our ultrasonic machine is at 49 degrees Celsius at the moment, which is good. And everything is going to go in to the ultrasonic cleaner. I mean everything. Ooh. Yeah, I know there's some people out there that'll see this video sometime down the track and call me a wuss or whatever. I don't care. If you've got the guts to do this sort of stuff and not care about your health or infesting your place with cockroaches, and so be it. Okay, so now we're taking the webcam connector out. And we'll pull off the heatsink. So these are all cockroaches. Tons and tons of cockroaches on there. Here's the fan. And that's full of cockroaches as well. So I'm not going to give that fan back to the customer because it's jam-packed full of cockroaches. This customer is going to have to buy another fan. Okay, remove the DCN ribbon cable. Another wipe. You don't want to flick this stuff up at you right into your face, so I would advise to not use any sort of flicking motions when you're dealing with an infestation that's this bad. Okay, so we're getting to the point where we might be able to remove the LCD connector. So not using a flicking motion, we do want to pop it up. So just nice and gingerly. Remove the Wi-Fi card. I really don't even want to use this in there. That's a makeup brush. So we won't use that in there. We're just going to tip all of these cockroaches onto the computer, onto the actual computer itself. And then this will be taken outside and we'll figure out how we're going to deal with it then. So the board is coming loose. We'll use this to just move some of this there. I think that's the last screw. Okay, so we still got the fan connector. Sorry, the speaker connector, as well as the keyboard connector. Okay, keyboard connector's coming out. And then we should be able to deliver the board. Okay, so let's have a look at this board and see what we're dealing with. so what you're looking at here is cockroach legs. These are all cockroach legs. And if the customer's wondering why the battery is not charging, it's because of millions of cockroach legs. So this is where the main power rail comes into the computer. So we'll get a clean pair of tweezers. And these are cockroach legs. Hundreds and hundreds of cockroach legs. Wondering why the computer's not charging? Do you think it's because of the cockroach legs? Or that resistor? I'm gonna say it's the cockroach legs. What do you think this part here is damaged? Do you think it's because of the connector or the cockroach legs? I think it's because of the cockroach legs. Okay, so we've got a board identifier number of 820. We'll have to zoom out because we've got a big cockroach there. We've got a 820 3435B. But we'll just have to confirm that by moving this cockroach. Excuse me, little cockroach. Get away, little cockroach. Some cockroach babies, cockroach feces. (820 3435). So do you think it was this cockroach that caused the computer to stop working? Or this one? Or maybe this one? Okay, we've found more problems over here. Do you think this was caused from liquid damage? Or from this guy? Wonder what happened here. Let's see. Oh, that's a cockroach. That's a cockroach leg. Cockroach leg. Cockroach leg. And another one, and lots of them. Yeah. Don't breathe it in. Okay, so that's the CPU area. Surprisingly enough, we're getting CPU V-core. So I'm actually moving the mat underneath this because I don't want to move this board at all. Okay, I wonder what happened here. Is that liquid damage? Or is that cockroach guts damage? I think it's cockroach guts. Maybe that's why they lost their legs. Here we go. More cockroaches. Now I'm trying to be as careful as possible because the last thing I want to do is flick this board anywhere and have cockroach guts go everywhere. So we're just going to go take our time. That's the SSD area. Let's spin this around nice and gingerly so we don't get cockroaches everywhere. And we'll have a look at the LCD connector. So let's see why this LCD wasn't working. Look at that. This is what you call a white sticker, a liquid indicator sticker. When that turns red, you know that you've had liquid damage in that particular area. I think we need stickers for cockroaches. Not with this computer though, because they are everywhere. And when I say everywhere, they are everywhere. Let's have a zoom down on this. Look at that. Cockroach lost his leg. Maybe they were fighting. Not much space in a MacBook to live, even if you're a cockroach. Poor cockroach. Okay, let's zoom back out. The keyboard wasn't working. Let's have a look why. Maybe it was that little green thing there. Maybe I'll ask the customer. Maybe it was because of this cockroach right there. Let's see if we can find some other clues. So the customer was complaining that the battery wasn't working either. And this is the battery connector. I can guess one reason why this battery wasn't working. Maybe it was because of this guy right here. Poor Mr. Cockroach. Maybe it was his fault. Or this guy's fault. So here's the thing, we're going to have to put this into an ultrasonic cleaner, but I don't like the looks of this board going into my ultrasonic cleaner, and that ultrasonic machine back there is worth thousands of dollars, and I'm contemplating sticking it in there, but we have to. So what we'll have to do is get some water and rinse the stuff down the drain. So I'll do that right now. I will I'll get some liquid and I'll put it into a jar that will never ever be used again, and we'll try to pre-rinse it. So that's exactly what I'll do. Okay, so what I've got here is some chlorhexidine. Not that it's going to do much, but there's some hot water chlorhexidine inside there, and that's just to give it a little bit of a clean. We'll get a toothbrush. So this toothbrush will also live in the ultrasonic cleaner. We're just going to swish this around a little bit. So we're just going to give this a little scrub, and I can tell you now, it looks like a disgusting soup. So this is just plain hot water and chlorhexidine, which is going to do nothing but make it smell nicer than cockroach soup. Because right now, well, it did smell before. You could smell the burning carcasses of cockroaches. So the ultrasonic cleaner is going to get right underneath these chips and pull out as much gunk that I can't get with a scrubbing brush. Ugh. Try not to flick that stuff in your face. And when you drop it down nice and gingerly. And we're just gonna give those cockroaches a nice bath, nice warm bath. Bear in mind, we haven't even started on the rest of the unit yet. That's down there. Okay, so my tools that I've used on this job will all go into the ultrasonic machine as well. Now let's pull this board out and see if we've got some sort of improvement. I think everything's an improvement from this stage onwards. So let's put this cockroach soup somewhere where it's not going to spill everywhere. And we'll place this back down on this board here. So if you're wondering what that is cockroach soup. And we'll switch over to our scope and we'll see if we've got any sort of improvement. Now, this is a good live demonstration. That sticker used to be white. Now it's red. It's starting to turn red, which is an indication that liquid has hit it. So if you ever open up a Macbook or some of the newer mobile phones, definitely your iPhones and your Samsungs, they'll also have these white indicator stickers that tell you if the unit has been put in water. And straight away I can see a massive improvement. There's still cockroach legs everywhere, and there's still parts like this that need to be cleaned up in the ultrasonic machine. I'm not going to do much about it right now. All I'm going to do is put it in the ultrasonic machine because I don't want to touch this, man. This stuff is still wretched even though it's been cleaned. So that part there is ready. We'll also have to stick a few other things in there, like the DCN board. So let's pull the DCN board out now. remove this cockroach soup. Down over this containment bag here. This is the customer's SSD drive. And just by looking at the SSD drive, you can tell that there is also tons of cockroaches in there. Baby cockroaches. So we're going to put that into our bath. And that didn't do that much, so we probably have to give it a little bit of agitation with the toothbrush, so let's do that. And we have some improvement on the SSD drive. So the next thing will be the DCN connector. So when you're pulling these connectors out, you don't want to use a flicking motion if you're dealing with this sort of stuff. And if you do, put something over it so it doesn't flick back into your face. Yeah, so the customer's already complaining that she was expecting it back by now, but there's no way she's going to get it back. Not until at least, what's the time now? It's 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 4 hours in the oven, 1 hour in the ultrasonic, and maybe another hour, so about 8 hours from now. So it won't be ready until tomorrow at this stage. Okay, we get our T5 torque screwdriver and we take out the one screw that's holding down the DCN board. And here's the DCN board. So I don't have to show you this, you'll just have to believe me that that's infested with cockroaches. DCN connector. We'll just give that a wipe. Just turned off that extraction fan. Be interesting to see what the DCN connector looks like, the DCN ribbon cable or flex cable. If you're wondering why I'm cleaning my gloves, is because I want to touch the microscope, and I don't want to touch the microscope with cockroach eggs or any sort of disgusting germs. But we're getting there. Okay, so we'll have a look at these connectors, and then we'll put everything into the ultrasonic cleaner. So our board is significantly better. There's still some cockroaches on there. There's still, there's quite a bit of issues here happening, but we're not going to touch it until we've gone through our cleaning procedure. And this only goes for systems that have a severe infection on them, infestation. So this customer has a 2.1 amp 128 gig. The DCN board, and the flex cable. Okay, so I'm going to bring I'm going to take my gloves off. Because we're at a stage where I don't mind handling some of this stuff. Okay, so we'll grab some stuff out of the ultrasonic machine. So we're currently at 50 degrees Celsius. So it's not the greatest, but it is much better than what it was. So much better. And it's actually workable now, so we can work with this. So the next thing to do is to put this into an oven at 105 degrees Celsius and just bake it. So we've got a special oven for that, and it's conveniently located outside. So I guess that's it. I'm going to scrub these components, take that rubbish outside, hope that the wind blows a lot of it away, get rid of that cockroach soup, and basically wash everything down in here. Yeah, don't know what to say. Cockroaches. There you go. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be back and I'll let you know exactly